Winter isn't just about frosty mornings and icy roads anymore. It's about being ready for the unexpected. FEMA, the agency that leads disaster response across the U.S., has quietly updated its cold weather prep list, and it's not what you'd think. No fancy gadgets or expensive tech. These are simple, affordable items that could be the reason your home stays warm when the grid fails. Here's the hard truth. Extreme cold snaps are becoming more unpredictable. One Arctic blast, and the power grid can collapse, just like we saw in Texas and the Midwest. Families left freezing, scrambling for supplies, even burning furniture to survive. But FEMA's list, it's not about panic. It's about preparation. These 9 items are proven to work when nothing else does. And chances are, you already own a few. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the storm. Let's get started. 9. Battery-powered heating devices. Your personal warmth solution. When the power grid fails and the temperature plummets, your cozy blanket won't be enough to keep you warm. That's where battery-powered heating devices come in. These aren't futuristic gadgets. They're practical, affordable, and life-saving tools that deliver targeted warmth exactly where you need it most. Your body. Think about it. When an Arctic blast hits, heating an entire room becomes impossible without electricity. But you don't need to heat the room. You need to heat yourself. Devices like rechargeable hand warmers, heated vests, or even small battery-powered blankets are designed to do just that. They focus on keeping your core temperature stable, which is critical for survival in extreme cold. Here's how it works. A portable hand warmer, or a heated vest, powered by a rechargeable battery, can provide hours of warmth. These devices are compact, easy to use, and incredibly efficient. For example, a single fully charged battery pack can keep a heated vest running for up to 8 hours, delivering consistent warmth to your chest and back. And because they're portable, you can use them anywhere, whether you're huddled under a blanket, sitting in your car, or even walking outside. The beauty of these devices is their scalability. One battery pack can be shared among multiple people, each taking turns to warm up. Imagine a family of 3, each person using the same battery-powered hand warmer, while bundled under heavy blankets. It's not about luxury, it's about survival. The real danger of extreme cold is how it creeps up on you. Hypothermia doesn't announce itself with a bang. It sneaks in quietly, lowering your core temperature degree by degree. You might not even realize how cold you are until it's too late. But with a battery-powered heating device, you can take control. You can feel the warmth, stabilize your body temperature, and buy yourself precious time until help arrives or the power comes back on. If you're preparing for the worst this winter, don't overlook this simple yet effective solution. Invest in a battery-powered hand warmer, heated vest, or small heated blanket. Stock up on extra batteries and keep them charged. Because when the grid goes down and the cold sets in, these devices could be the difference between staying warm and freezing in the dark. 8. Heavy-duty blankets. Your first line of defense. When the power goes out and the temperature inside your home starts to drop, a blanket becomes more than just a comfort item. It becomes your first line of defense against the cold. But not just any blanket will do. You need a heavy-duty blanket, the kind that traps heat and holds it close to your body for hours. Think back to the thick wool blankets your grandparents used to keep at the foot of the bed. They weren't fancy, but they were incredibly effective. Wool in particular is a powerhouse material for cold weather. It's dense, durable, and retains heat even when damp. Heavy-duty synthetic blankets can also do the job, offering similar warmth and durability. Here's why this matters. When the power fails, your home can lose heat rapidly, up to 20 degrees in just a few hours. Most people panic, but those with the right blankets stay calm and warm. A heavy-duty blanket works by trapping your body heat and creating a layer of insulation. The air pockets within the fibers lock in warmth, keeping you comfortable even as the temperature around you drops. Science backs this up. Wool and heavyweight synthetic materials are proven to provide superior insulation compared to lighter fabrics like fleece. FEMA even includes warm blankets in their official emergency kit recommendations for cold weather preparedness. But not all blankets are created equal. Thin, lightweight blankets might feel cozy on a mild night, but they won't stand up to the extreme cold of a power outage. You need a blanket that's thick, durable, and capable of holding heat for extended periods. Look for options that can double as a ground tarp, padding under a window, or even a makeshift shelter. The danger of relying on inadequate blankets is real. Thin layers allow heat to escape, and as your core temperature drops, you'll start to feel the effects of hypothermia. Fatigue sets in, your thinking becomes cloudy. And if you're already vulnerable, elderly, sick, or very young, that drop in temperature can quickly become life-threatening. A heavy-duty blanket, on the other hand, fights back. It holds the line against the cold, keeping your body warm and your core temperature stable. It's not just about comfort, it's about survival. So when you're preparing for the coldest nights of the year, don't settle for softness. Choose substance. Invest in a blanket that can withstand the harshest conditions and keep you warm when it matters most. 7. Insulated window covers. The silent heat saver. When the power goes out in the dead of winter, your windows become your greatest enemy. Glass is a terrible insulator, and in freezing temperatures, it acts like a thermal vacuum, sucking the warmth out of your home and replacing it with icy drafts. If you don't take action, your hard-earned body heat will vanish into the void, leaving you shivering in the dark. But there's a simple, effective solution. Insulated window covers. These aren't high-tech gadgets or expensive upgrades. They're practical, DIY solutions that anyone can implement. The goal is to create a barrier between the cold outside and the warmth inside. And it's easier than you think. Here's how to do it. Take heavy fabric, old wool blankets, or even thick cardboard, and craft window covers that fit snugly against the frame. For added effectiveness, you can back the fabric with reflective material or layer it with newspaper. The key is to trap air between the cover and the glass, creating an insulating layer that prevents heat from escaping. The science behind this is solid. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, properly installed insulated window covers can reduce heat loss by over. That's a significant difference, especially during a prolonged power outage. It's not just about saving energy, it's about staying warm and safe when the temperature drops. The danger of ignoring your windows is subtle but serious. You might not feel the cold drafts at first, but over time, they'll lower the temperature inside your home to dangerous levels. Hypothermia doesn't wait for an invitation. It creeps in quietly, stealing your body heat and putting your health at risk. By covering your windows with insulated materials, you can turn a major heat loss point into a protective barrier. Families who have used this method during blackouts report staying significantly warmer than those who didn't. It's a simple step that can make a huge difference. So if you're preparing for the coldest nights of the year, don't overlook your windows. Use what you have: fabric, cardboard, reflective panels, and create covers that fit tightly. It's not about style, it's about survival. And when the power goes out, those insulated window covers could be the reason you wake up warm instead of freezing. 6. Portable fuel-powered radiant heater. The lifeline of warmth. When the power grid fails and the cold seeps into every corner of your home, despair can feel as heavy as the chill in the air. But there's a solution that doesn't rely on electricity. A portable fuel-powered radiant heater. This isn't just a luxury. It's a survival tool that delivers direct, life-saving heat when you need it most. Unlike traditional heaters that warm the air, radiant heaters focus on warming objects and people. Using propane or kerosene as fuel, these heaters emit infrared heat that penetrates the cold and provides immediate relief. They're designed to work independently of the grid, making them a staple in FEMA's emergency response kits for winter disaster. Here's why they're essential. When the temperature drops and your furnace is silent, a radiant heater can create a pocket of warmth that keeps you alive. Imagine sitting in a freezing room, wrapped in blankets, and still feeling the cold bite at your skin. Now picture turning on a radiant heater. The warmth radiates directly to your body, thawing your frozen limbs and stabilizing your core temperature. It's not about heating the entire house, it's about creating a safe, warm zone where you can survive. But with great power comes great responsibility. Fuel-powered heaters require careful handling to ensure safety. Always place the heater on a stable, non-flammable surface, and keep it at least 3 feet away from curtains, furniture, or anything that could catch fire. Ventilation is crucial to prevent carbon monoxide buildup, so crack a window or door to allow fresh air to circulate. Look for models with safety features like tip-over shutoffs and oxygen depletion sensors to minimize risks. The invisible danger of extreme cold is how it creeps up on you. Hypothermia doesn't announce itself. It sneaks in, lowering your body temperature degree by degree until it becomes life-threatening. A radiant heater can stop that process in its tracks, providing the warmth you need to stay safe and alert. If you're preparing for the harshest winter nights, a fuel-powered radiant heater should be at the top of your list. Stock up on fuel, follow safety guidelines, and make sure you know how to operate it before an emergency strikes. Because when the grid goes down and the cold takes over, this heater could be the difference between survival and despair. 5. Long-lasting emergency food supplies. Fuel for your body. When the power goes out and grocery store shelves are empty, your pantry becomes your lifeline. But not all food is created equal. To truly prepare for winter emergencies, you need long-lasting, shelf-stable emergency food supplies that can sustain you and your family when everything else fails. These aren't just cans of soup or random snacks. We're talking about freeze-dried meals, high-calorie ration bars, and vacuum-sealed pouches designed to last for years. FEMA emphasizes the importance of non-perishable food in emergency kits because it's reliable, easy to store, and doesn't require refrigeration. Start with the basics. Freeze-dried meals that only need water to prepare. These meals are lightweight, compact, and packed with nutrients. Think of options like pasta, chili, or oatmeal that can provide comfort and energy during a crisis. High-calorie ration bars are another excellent choice. They're small, portable, and designed to deliver maximum energy in minimal space. The beauty of these emergency food supplies is their simplicity. You don't need electricity, fancy cooking equipment, or even a stove. Many of these meals can be eaten cold if necessary, making them ideal for situations where resources are limited. But why is this so important? Hunger doesn't just make you uncomfortable, it weakens your body and clouds your judgment. When you're cold, tired, and stressed, the last thing you need is to worry about where your next meal is coming from. Having a stockpile of emergency food gives you one less thing to worry about, allowing you to focus on staying warm and safe. To prepare effectively, diversify your food storage. Include a mix of freeze-dried meals, canned goods, and ration bars. Rotate your stock annually to ensure freshness, and store your supplies in a cool, dry place. Don't forget to include a manual can opener and utensils in your emergency kit. In recent disasters, families with emergency food supplies reported feeling more secure and better equipped to handle prolonged outages. It's not just about survival, it's about maintaining your strength and resilience in the face of adversity. So as you prepare for the coldest nights of the year, make sure your pantry is stocked with food that can go the distance. 4. Reliable kerosene lamps. Light in the darkness. When the lights go out and darkness takes over, it's more than just an inconvenience, it's a safety hazard. Flashlights and modern LED lanterns are great, but they rely on batteries that can drain quickly during prolonged outages. That's where the classic kerosene lamp comes in, a timeless, reliable source of light that doesn't depend on electricity or modern technology. Kerosene lamps have been a staple in homes for generations, and for good reason. They're simple, durable, and incredibly effective. All you need is kerosene and a match, and you've got hours of steady, warm light. Unlike the harsh, cold glow of LEDs, the flame from a kerosene lamp creates a comforting ambiance that can make even the darkest nights feel a little less daunting. But these lamps are more than just a source of light, they're a source of heat. While they won't replace a heater, the flame does emit a small amount of warmth, which can make a noticeable difference in a cold room. During historic blackouts, families often gathered around kerosene lamps, not just for light, but for the slight warmth they provide. Using a kerosene lamp is straightforward, but it does require some preparation. Make sure you have a supply of clean burning kerosene and extra wicks on hand. Keep the lamp on a stable surface, away from flammable materials, and always extinguish the flame before refueling. Proper ventilation is also important to prevent the buildup of fumes. The real value of a kerosene lamp lies in its reliability. While modern devices can fail due to dead batteries or technical issues, a kerosene lamp will keep burning as long as you have fuel. It's a low-tech solution to a high-tech problem, and it's one that has stood the test of time. In a world where we've become so dependent on electricity, the kerosene lamp is a reminder of the power of simplicity. It doesn't just light up a room, it provides peace of mind. So as you prepare for the coldest nights of the year, consider adding a kerosene lamp to your emergency kit. It's not just a backup, it's a beacon of hope in the darkest of time. 3. Multi-fuel camping stove. The kitchen hero in a crisis. When the power goes out, and your kitchen appliances become nothing more than decorative pieces, the ability to cook becomes a critical survival skill. Enter the multi-fuel camping stove. A compact, versatile tool that doesn't rely on electricity or a functioning gas line. It's not just a camping accessory, it's a lifeline when the grid fails and the cold sets in. This stove is built for adaptability. It can run on a variety of fuels: propane, kerosene, white gas, alcohol, or even wood, depending on the model. That means no matter what fuel source you have on hand, this stove is ready to deliver. It's designed for outdoor use, so you can set it up on a balcony, in a garage, or on a porch with proper ventilation. Within minutes, you'll have a reliable flame to cook food, boil water, or even heat a small space. The psychological impact of a hot meal during a cold, powerless night cannot be overstated. Warm food provides more than just calories. It offers comfort, stability, and a sense of normalcy when everything else feels chaotic. Imagine sitting in a freezing home, eating cold canned beans, while your neighbor is using their multi-fuel stove to prepare a steaming bowl of soup. That's the difference preparation makes. Modern stoves are lightweight, portable, and incredibly efficient. They're designed for rugged conditions, making them just as effective in an urban blackout as they are in the wilderness. And you don't need to be an experienced camper to use one. With a little practice, anyone can master the basics of setting up and operating a multi-fuel stove. The danger of not having a reliable cooking method during a blackout is subtle but serious. Hunger doesn't hit you all at once. It creeps in, sapping your energy and clouding your judgment. By the time you realize you're too weak to function, it might be too late to prepare a meal. A multi-fuel stove ensures that you always have the ability to cook, no matter the circumstances. If you're serious about winter preparedness, a multi-fuel camping stove is a must-have. Stock up on compatible fuels, learn how to use the stove safely, and keep it accessible. Because when the power is out, and the cold is closing in, this simple tool could be the key to keeping your family fed and your spirits high. 2. Thermal insulated water bottle. Warmth in a bottle. When winter storms knock out the power and the temperature inside your home starts to drop, staying warm becomes a battle on multiple fronts. While blankets and heaters are essential, there's another tool that often gets overlooked: the thermal insulated water bottle. This isn't just a trendy accessory. It's a survival tool that can help you maintain your core temperature when it matters most. Most people think staying warm is all about external layers, coats, gloves, and blankets. But warmth also starts from within. A hot drink can do wonders for your body, kick-starting circulation, stabilizing your core temperature, and providing a psychological boost. That's where a thermal insulated water bottle comes in. Modern thermal bottles are marvels of engineering. With double-wall vacuum insulation and stainless steel interiors, they're designed to keep liquids hot for hours, sometimes up to 12 or more. Pour in boiling water before the power goes out, and you'll have a ready supply of warmth to sip on throughout the night. These bottles are also incredibly durable, making them perfect for emergency situations. But the benefits don't stop there. A thermal bottle is a versatile tool that works both ways. It can keep hot liquids hot and cold liquids cold. If you're melting snow for drinking water, storing broth for later, or trying to prevent your hydration from freezing, this bottle has you covered. The invisible danger of winter emergencies is how quickly dehydration can set in. Cold weather often masks the symptoms of thirst, and before you know it, your body is running on empty. A thermal bottle ensures that you always have access to warm, hydrating liquids, which can make a huge difference in your energy levels and overall well-being. For added utility, consider using your thermal bottle as a makeshift bed warmer. Fill it with hot water, seal it tightly, and tuck it under your blankets. It's an old trick that can provide hours of steady warmth, helping you sleep more comfortably during a cold night. In a winter emergency, every degree counts. A thermal insulated water bottle is a small investment that can have a big impact on your ability to stay warm, hydrated, and healthy. Don't underestimate its value. Add one to your emergency kit today. 1 body warmers, heat where it matters most. When the temperature drops and the power is out, your body's ability to maintain its core temperature becomes a matter of life and death. Hypothermia doesn't start with a dramatic plunge. It begins with a subtle chill, a drop of just a few degrees in your core temperature. That's where body warmers come in. These small, portable heat sources are more than just a comfort. They're a critical tool for survival. Body warmers are designed to provide targeted heat to the areas of your body that need it most. Your chest, back, and abdomen. These are the regions where your vital organs are located, and keeping them warm is essential for maintaining circulation and preventing hypothermia. Modern body warmers come in various forms, from adhesive heat patches to reusable gel packs and chemical-activated pouches. The beauty of body warmers lies in their simplicity. They don't require electricity, batteries, or complicated setups. Most are activated by friction, air exposure, or a simple snap of a metal disc inside the pack. Once activated, they provide hours of consistent heat, making them ideal for prolonged power outages or outdoor emergencies. Imagine this scenario. The power is out, the temperature inside your home is plummeting, and you're wrapped in every blanket you own. Despite your efforts, the cold is still creeping in. You activate a body warmer and place it against your chest. Within minutes, you feel the warmth spreading through your body, stabilizing your core temperature and giving you a renewed sense of control. The danger of extreme cold is how insidious it can be. You might not notice the early signs of hypothermia, shivering, fatigue, and confusion until it's too late. Body warmers act as a first line of defense, interrupting the downward spiral and keeping your body functioning. In emergency shelters and disaster zones, body warmers have been credited with saving lives. Families equipped with these simple tools report fewer cases of hypothermia and a greater ability to endure harsh conditions. They're lightweight, affordable, and easy to store, making them a no-brainer addition to any emergency kit. When preparing for winter emergencies, don't just think about heating your home, think about heating your body. Body warmers are a portable, reliable solution that can make all the difference when the cold sets in. Stock up on them, learn how to use them effectively, and keep them within reach. Because when the power is out and the temperature is dropping, your survival depends on staying warm where it matters most. Your